Now today in Florida, a pilot trapped and in trouble after a plane plunge. He had to be rescued from the wreckage after a training exercise took a terrifying turn. And as 7's Franklin White reports, investigators are now trying to figure out what went wrong.
The pilot, as you see him in the aircraft, still pinned in the aircraft. They just removed the canopy by using the jaws of life and some cutting tools to remove that canopy.
First responders racing to the second Aerial Banners Inc. plane to crash in just over a week. This one leaving the pilot with significant injuries.
He's in the hospital. He's expected to make a full recovery, so he's in our prayers.
This latest crash happened Thursday at North Perry Airport. The pilot, who was the only person on board, was doing a training exercise when something went wrong.
He dove down towards the ground, came back up, went off to the, I believe, to the left-hand side, to the left, and then went down towards the ground, struck the ground there.
It's horrifying, especially after, last week's event. Absolutely horrifying.
Bob Benyo, the owner of Aerial Banners Inc., is now speaking out and addressing both crashes, telling us the pilot in this crash had more than 1,000 hours of flight time on this particular kind of plane that has since been towed away, saying he's now concerned following this crash and last week's crash when 7 Skyforce captured the moment 28-year-old Mitchell Nas was flying this Aerial Banners Inc. plane when he had trouble and radioed for help.
Yeah, I might have to drop this banner. I'm not climbing. No, I'm at 400. I got to drop this over a lake.
Shortly after,
It just crashed.
his plane went down and burst into flames. And Nas, the only person on that plane too, didn't survive. As for the cause of that crash, Benyo says he's doing his own investigation along with the NTSB and the FAA.
I'm working with the investigators, as I always have in the past. They will determine what happened and what was the probable cause. The preliminary report will be out in another week or so, and the final, as you know, takes about a year to get.
The wreckage has been removed and placed in a hangar while the investigation is still underway. The identity of the pilot is still unknown. Reporting in Pembroke Pines, Franklin White, Today in Florida.